afternoon, everybody. Welcome back to another fantastic video. Today is going to be a really fun one. If you have not had an opportunity before you watch this video to watch the history of this particular role, there is another video on my channel right before this one that explains the bank where this role came from. It is a 1943 Philadelphia mint, but the bank where it came from has a very interesting history. There is a reason why I search and hunt for rolls of coins from this bank. So please go back, take a look at that. It is a phenomenal video to watch. It's about 11 or 12 minutes long, something like that. Today's video, I'm going to try and do in about the same amount of time. It's going to be opening that roll of 1943 Philadelphia Mint Lincoln cents. And as you can see behind me, it is absolutely beautiful here in Wisconsin. I know you can't really tell the temperature, but believe it or not, it is 74, almost 75 degrees here in Madison, Wisconsin. Coolest part about this is the fact that we never ever see 75 degrees in February in Wisconsin. It is usually extremely cold. And from what I understand, weather wise, in about 6 hours, it's going to be 20 degrees. Welcome to weather in Wisconsin in February. We're supposed to get between 1 and possibly 2 inches of snow overnight tonight. So it is what it is. We'll get into this video. You guys, I hope you guys are going to enjoy this. This is going to be a really fun video, and I really hope the coins inside this roll are what I think they will be. So thanks for joining me, and we'll get right to it, shall we? So as you see in front of you, I have this original bank wrapped roll from 1943. It is a steel cent roll. There is your steel cent on the end. There it is on the other end. This is a Batdorf wrapped roll. So interestingly enough, unlike some of my other videos, excuse me, that I make with me in the picture and stuff, this one here is kind of going to be an interesting one because I literally can't mess up because there's no way I'm going to actually be able to rewrap this roll. So let's hope I get this right and I don't get interrupted. I just looked at the radar, the weather radar, and there are some actual storms just kind of forming off to our west a little bit, west-southwest. So I am also a pocket meteorologist, so I do enjoy a good stormy weather pattern. So anyway, with that being said, let's get right to this. So this is a Batdorf wrapped roll, meaning that it will have this signature V cut to it. Batdorf wrapped rolls, if you have not or do not understand what a Batdorf wrapped roll is, you are definitely going to want to go back to my other videos on my channel and excuse me, you're going to want to actually take a look at some of those to explain what an actual Batdorf wrapped roll is. And this particular bank, again, if you have not had an opportunity, go back and view the history on. You're going to enjoy it. I am going to get right to opening this. So Batdorf wrapped rolls are exceptionally tightly wrapped on both ends. They contain very little paper compared to that of a regular wrapper with just a diagonal seam to it. And the reason why I search Batdorf wrapped rolls is obviously because of how tightly wrapped these rolls are. Now, my camera is set up to autofocus and auto compensate for color. I do have some birds screaming in the background, so I apologize for that, but I want to get to this video so you guys can see this. So I hunt Batdorf wrapped rolls because of how amazing the quality of coins can turn out to be. Now, I will also admit to having some Batdorf wrapped rolls of 1943 Lincoln cents that I have had in Batdorf wrapped rolls that have not been stored properly and have had nothing but corrosion on the inside. So this is kind of a crapshoot one way or the other, no matter which way you look at it. But we're going to get right to opening it. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to peel this wrapper open here. Get a chance to see what we've got inside here, shall we? As you can tell, there is not much in the way of, and so there is an awful lot of rust that has formed on these particular coins, especially on the rims of these coins, but obviously we're not interested in the rust. or in the rims. We're interested in the faces of these particular beauties, if they're going to be decent or not. Let's hope. Anyway, I can look through here. Obviously, I don't have any copper cents that are in here, so I don't have to worry about becoming absolutely filthy rich in the next 10 minutes. And I'm going to slide these off of there and get that last coin out of there. We're going to move this off to the side. All right, so I have a couple of the coins, and what I usually do is I always pick up coins the way that I have. Oh, nice. Okay. I enjoy flipping over a good coin when it comes to stuff like that. So the coins towards the ends of a roll, because there is oxidation and oxygen that can get in towards the end of the coin, the first 4 or 5 coins usually will have some form of a little bit of oxidation on them. I'm going to take a look at the first 4 or 5 coins. These coins here do not have any oxidation on them, at least 4 coins in anyway. And they look like a really nice set of coins in here. So these are definitely 100% original coins. They are not reprocessed. If you need to learn about the difference between reprocessing coins and non-reprocessed Lincoln cents, by all means, check out some of my videos on my channel for that. I do have several of them there, and I am going to remake several of them with some of my new editing software that I have and the new equipment that I have now. So you guys will get to enjoy that. But I am taking a look. I'm going to go ahead and put my glasses on so that I can actually see this. That is one really nice Lincoln cent. I know it's not focusing, and I apologize for that. I'll do my best, but unfortunately, it tends to want to focus on my hand. So let me do it this way. Maybe I can get it to work this way with this. Maybe, maybe not. Either way, doesn't matter one way or the other. These are some really nice coins, as you can see from what I have in front of me here. So I'm going to keep right on going. This is a second coin in from the roll, end of the roll, and it too is really nice. Now, okay, now that one, there you go. So that coin, like I was telling you, was up against, this is the coin that was on the outside on the one end, and you can tell it is definitely more dull on that side. When you flip it over, it is nice and clean. But the second coin in does have some of this milk spot to it, as you can see. So interesting enough is the fact that that is 100% correct. So this is a roll that has not been opened. The further in I go, I should continue to find nice coins, and that is indeed the case. I am seeing all sorts of very nice coins here with very little in the way of any type of distractions on them. Oh, look at that. I think this one here might actually have a cud on it. For those of you that don't know what a cud is, yeah, it looks like it. I will have to get a better close-up picture of that, but right up at the very top, right about here, yeah, it's a very small, what looks like a cud, and I will have to take a peek at that when I get an opportunity to. A cud is basically a die break, and when the die breaks and part of the I guess, designed portion of the die cracks away, it does not create the impressed design that it is intended to, and therefore creates what's called a CUD. CUD is what it is. So I'll have to put that one off to the side and take a look at it. So numerous coins in here, all with very, very nice look to them. I'll try and keep them in a pile so I know what I've done. Yep, this is without a doubt probably a very, that's a very, very nice coin right there. That reverse right there is easily a good 67 quality reverse. I know it's hard for you guys to see. I will put some pictures up when we get an opportunity. I'll go through this shortly, but and we'll finish off this video with some of that. But holy cow, I mean, these are just absolutely phenomenal coins. And you can see the cartwheel there as I roll it around in my finger. That is just an absolutely beautiful coin. And so I am extremely excited and happy to see what I am seeing here. Oh, that one there's got a little bit of schmutz on it, if you want to call it such. Nothing terrible, but the majority of these coins that I'm peeling away here are easily 65, 66, 67s. I haven't really run across one yet that I would consider to be a 67 plus or a 68, but you never know. They tend to hide in the roll. Here's another one with, a little bit of a distraction to it. Some hazing, if you want to call it such, on one side of the coin that you can actually see there. The reverse, however, also has just a little bit of it too, so that could be a little bit of moisture. And again, like I said at the beginning here, when I opened it, I have found coins. Now, there's a nice one. Wow. Okay, so that's a really nice coin. That's an exceptionally nice coin right there. I know it's hard for you to see. Um, it does have a little bit of a haze right in front of his face, but that is a beautiful coin. My apologies that I'm not able to get that lighting the way I want it to. Maybe if I change my lighting here a little bit, move that away a little bit, it won't flood it quite so much. That's a beautiful coin right there. That is an absolutely gorgeous coin. And that one I'm going to set off to the side. That one's sharp. So there you go, guys. That gives you an idea as to what it is that we've got. I will go through this roll. I will lay it out on the grading scale, which is off to the side here on one of my grading mats, so that you can see where these coins came out. And I am extremely excited to go through this roll from a grade standpoint. I am hoping that I get some really nice coins. Thank you very much, and hopefully you'll stick around for a few minutes so that you can see what the results are. So as you can see, I've got my camera and I'm holding it, and I apologize for any little wiggles or anything like that. I'll do my best to try and make sure that I keep this so that it focuses. But as you can see, here's how I laid them all out. There are a couple up there in the 67 spot that I will get to with my camera when I get an opportunity to. But as you can see, there are quite a few of them down here with some of the spotting and the corrosion on them that fall into that 63, and there's a row of 64s, quite a row of 65s, which is kind of nice to see. It's always nice to see halfway decent clean coins out of a roll. Obviously, steel cents are very difficult. They're a very touchy kind of a coin and a roll to actually open, just because you never really know how it's been stored, and they're somewhat delicate compared to that of some of its copper cousins. So there's a couple of 65s, a pretty good sized roll of 66s right here, which is kind of nice to see. Again, I apologize. I'm trying to do my best without shaking the camera here. As you can see, they are pretty clean. There is one coin off to the side over here that is really interesting that came out of here. It is fully oxidized and turned kind of a brown, if you want to call it such, which is definitely odd considering the rest of the roll is quite clean from that respect. So it was in the middle of the roll, and as you can tell, compared to its other coins, it is definitely a different color, but it is still completely uncirculated. My birds are going crazy. Anyway, here's the couple of 67s that we've got up there. You can see those are definitely a nice clean coin up there. That one in the very front has a little bit of a haze to it right in front of his head, but you can see the one behind it is a pretty darn clean coin, all things considered. So at least there were a couple of nice 67s out of there, and nothing higher than that, but it was definitely worth it. So I'll be back in a minute with the end of the video. As you can see, it has definitely gotten darker outside. That's because there are some storms headed this way. So I'm going to finish up this little bit of video here with just letting you guys know how it all turned out. I took the coins, I put them back and, loosely put them back in the wrapper, and I put them in a nickel storage tube, which is the best thing that you can do for your coins, is get them into a plastic tube of some sort. And I will label it to go along with this video and save it so that I have that roll that matches this particular video. And I just wanted to tell you guys again, thank you very much for watching. Hopefully you've learned a little bit. Hopefully you've learned a little bit about the history of original bank wrapped rolls and how much fun it can be to actually dig a little deeper into some of the actual banks rather than just rip open the rolls of coins themselves. And I find the history to be a really intriguing part of coin collecting, what was going on in the world at the time that this particular roll or coin was made at the mint, whether it be the San Francisco Mint or Denver or Philadelphia or any of the other mints that have been around. But anyway, I guess my point being that it's not always about the coins. Sometimes it's about the history and the fun behind it, and learning a little bit more about that. So you guys have a good evening. I will obviously be back with another video as soon as I possibly can. Maybe even tomorrow. I do have the day off from work, from my day job, so there's always that. I'll take it. And there's something flying around. That's interesting. Anyway, I will talk to you guys later. Have a good afternoon or a good evening wherever you guys might be.